So this is going to be kind of long-winded, and I apologize for that, but I think the things I have to say are going to be well received. Like most people, I've been casually following the presidential campaign of each political hopeful. Um, Politics isn't really my thing. In fact, I've never voted in my life, and I'm 25 years old. But there's a reason for that. Uh, it's not that I'm apathetic to my nation's fate. I love my country, but some of its people and some of their ideas make me sick. I hate that I live in a country where a politician can generalize an entire ethnic community and be praised for having the guts to say what we're all thinking. I hate that I live in a country that is laughed at internationally. I hate that our education system judges a student's ability to learn a second language in high school by their pre-algebra scores in middle school. At least that's the way it is in Kentucky. Yes, I know I don't have a southern accent. I just watched a lot of Crocodile Hunter as a child, so when mom would come home, I'd say things like, "Crikey, mum, look at the size of those choppers, what a beast." That, coupled with the fact that my reading comprehension was a little bit higher than everybody else's, meant that I pronounced water with a T instead of a D. Good, I'm glad we got past that. So anyways, where I'm from, some people barely speak English, much less a second language, and that is what I hate the most about America. Pick any other country besides America, and their students are forced to learn 2 to 4 languages. I think that's amazing. I didn't know this as a kid. My roommate in college, he's from Sweden. He spoke 5 languages fluently, and wow, he's so smart. That's all I could think when I was staying with him. And I felt so stupid next to him. People claim that language is hard to learn, that you have to have an ear for it. I'm going to call shenanigans. Just because your accent might be bad or your basic understanding broken, that doesn't mean that you cannot pick up and learn a new language. You know what's sad? Take Chinese people. They come to America for business, college, new life, whatever. They come here with English names since it's commonly believed in their culture that they have names that are too difficult for Americans to pronounce. What a legacy we have overseas. For me, names are sacred. They are the first thing that tethers you to this world and gives you an identity. A name is the foundation for who we are, right? So I challenge the American people to this. Do you have a friend that goes by Tom or George because their real names are too hard for you? Make the effort to learn their name. I won't ever have it said about me that I couldn't learn someone's name when they took the time to learn my entire language. I also challenge Americans who grew up speaking a second language to teach others. Shamelessly advertise your cultures. That is the heart and soul of America. I also challenge the American people to actually care enough about language to attempt learning a bit here and there. It's not hard. I work the carryout at a Domino's in San Diego. Now, in San Diego, the 4 most spoken languages besides English I've come to learn are Vietnamese, Tagalog, Spanish, and Hindi. Now, I'm not amazing. In fact, I don't speak any other language besides English fluently, but I know a little about a lot. I make the effort to learn something new every time I get the opportunity. Kumusta? Mabuti. Sandali lang po. Magandang hapon. Maganda hapon. Maganda gabi. Pagpalain ka ng Diyos. ¿Cómo estás? Bien. Muy poquito. Perdón. Un momento, por favor. आप कैसे हो? क्या हाल चाल है? मैं समझ गया. कोई बात नहीं. 1 minute. बाहर क्या काम किया? Bonjour, pardon, merci, un moment s'il vous plaît, je comprends. 你好吗？我很好，相当当，太简单。Привет, спасибо, я понимаю. До свидания, пожалуйста. Language is beautiful. You can pick it up anywhere. The difference between me and most of America is that I thirst for knowledge. I'm curious. Do you want to make America great again? It starts with recognizing our problems, and it certainly has little to do with illegals coming from Mexico. Let me level with you, okay? Let's get real for a second. I'm poor. My family is poor. We've always been poor. We're talking no running water till I was 17 poor. We're talking I'm 25 years old and I don't even know how to drive poor. We're talking I'm this smart and working at the carryout of a Domino's poor. Now, I was the victim of a scam school in Chicago that no longer exists, and when I found myself suddenly homeless when their student housing caved in, figuratively, I would have been on the streets if it weren't for an illegal Mexican family that took me in. And as someone who comes from the South, a place famous for their Southern hospitality, I got to tell you, I've never seen a neighborhood, completely Hispanic by the way, that was more friendly, more honest, more clean than the one I lived in for those 6 months. And if it hadn't been for that family, I don't know where I'd be today. So all this talk about illegals being rapists and the worst from America is complete garbage. Please stop gratefully hawking down the ignorant sustenance that some of these politicians are dishing out to you. Now, I rambled on a bit, and I apologize for that. We were talking about the election, why I have never voted and will likely not be voting in this next election. The reason for that is because no politician has ever addressed my concerns. Why do I live in a country once called the cultural melting pot of the world, and yet less than 20% of our Americans report speaking a second language, according to Forbes magazine in 2012? Why is it possible that even as a straight, white male, said to have privilege beyond all other ethnicities, sexual orientation, and gender, that applies themselves every day to learning new things and striving for greatness, works at a Domino's and has fallen beneath the cracks of our educational system and is, or has become, the child that was left behind? Wake up, America. The reason we're no longer great is because we've done it to ourselves. We have no cultural appreciation. I think it's sad. Education, language. If a politician ever hears these words from me on this video today, those are my sell points if you're ever going to get me to vote for you. I'm the Wordsmith. I appreciate you watching. If anything I've said resonates with you, please share it on Facebook, Twitter, stumble upon Twitter, I already said that, Tumblr, Reddit, 9gag, whatever. I want it to go viral, not for me. I just want my voice to be heard. I want people to think, to stop and think about the words I've said, because I just want to believe in my country again. Thanks for your time.